Here's something wild. Just 2 years ago, when I created my first income strategy breakdown, a $100,000 salary sat at the top bracket. Today, it's squarely in the middle. That's how dramatically our financial landscape has shifted. I'm breaking down proven wealth-building strategies for 3 critical income levels: $50K, $100K, and $150K, $200K plus. Each bracket follows a distinct theme. At $50K, you're playing defense while building an unshakable foundation. At $100K, it's about automating and optimizing your existing systems. And at $150K plus, you're focusing on tax efficiency and accelerated compounding. The $50K salary, defense and foundation building. Let me introduce you to Sarah. She graduated college earning $38. 000 in customer service, which adjusted for inflation equals roughly $50K today. Money was tight, but absolutely workable. If you're at this income level, understanding that every dollar needs a specific job is critical. Your take home at $50K runs about $3,400 monthly depending on your state. That covers transportation, groceries, rent, and hopefully some savings. Success here isn't about making perfect decisions, it's about making them in the right sequence. Priority 1. Eliminate high interest debt. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt, according to Forbes. At current interest rates, that bleeds $100+ monthly in interest alone. When you're bringing home $3,400, that $100 represents the difference between building wealth and barely surviving. Here's what scares me more. Buy now, pay later services like Klarna, Affirm, and Afterpay. They promise 0 interest and 4 easy payments. Sounds harmless until you stack 3 or 4 of these. Suddenly, you're committed to hundreds in future payments, which is just debt wearing a friendlier mask. If you're carrying these, write them down and eliminate them before anything else. Priority 2. Capture your full 401k match. Imagine your employer matches 4% on your $50K salary. That's $2,000 annually in free money, a guaranteed 100% return. No debt payoff, no investment, nothing on earth legitimately guarantees that return. If your employer offers this, it's essentially leaving money on the table not to take it. Some people prioritize this before debt payoff, and mathematically they might be right. But behaviorally, I've seen more success when people eliminate high interest debt first, then invest. The psychological win matters. Priority 3. Build a starter emergency fund. You've probably heard the standard advice, 3-6 months of expenses saved. That's still the ultimate goal. But let's be realistic. If you're earning $50K with some debt, start smaller. Target 1 month of expenses, about $3,400, in a high-yield savings account. Think of it like this. When Jessica's car needed a $800 repair, she had her starter emergency fund ready. The expense didn't touch her credit card, didn't derail her debt payoff, and didn't create that awful financial anxiety. 1 month of savings creates breathing room. Priority 4. The Roth IRA is your best friend. At $50K, you're in a relatively low tax bracket. The Roth IRA was designed for exactly your situation. You pay taxes now while they're low, contribute to your Roth, then watch your investments grow completely tax-free. No taxes on your gains ever. The 2026 contribution limit is $7,500 annually if you're under 50. That's 15% of gross income, which many at this level can't fully max. But here's the magic. Just $200 monthly starting at age 25 grows to over $700. 000 by retirement at historical market returns. Small, consistent actions compound into life-changing wealth. Priority 5, know what your time is worth. At 50K, dividing by 2,000 working hours means your time is worth roughly $25 hourly. This number should guide every decision. Side hustles? They should pay at least this, preferably more. But here's the higher leverage play. Instead of DoorDash every weekend, consider certifications or credentials that permanently increase your salary. Michael got his MP certification and jumped from 50K to 62K. That 12K annual raise beats dozens of weekend gig shifts, and it compounds every single year forward. The goal isn't optimizing for 50K forever, it's building habits now that scale as your income grows. The 100K level, automation and optimization. Let's be honest about what 100K means today. The median US household income is around $84,000, so 100K is only 20% above that. Back in 2016, median income was $59,000, so 100K felt much bigger. It may not feel rich anymore, but it's still a major accomplishment. At this level, survival problems are solved. Rent, groceries, bills covered. But here's the danger. You can overspend without immediately feeling it, unlike at 50K, where every mistake shows up fast. Move 1. Automate reverse budgeting. David brings home $6. 00 monthly and automatically sends $900 15% to savings before touching it. The remaining $5,400 covers everything else. Can't do 15%? Start at 10% and increase slowly. The key is automation send money straight to an IRA, brokerage account, or high yield savings. Investing $900 monthly starting at 30 grows to over $2 million by 65. Move 2. Use an HSA if you qualify. A health savings account offers triple tax benefits, contributions lower your taxes, growth is tax-free, and withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free. The 2026 limit is $4,400 for individuals, $8,750 for families. You need a high deductible health plan. Advanced strategy, max it out, invest the funds, pay medical bills out of pocket, and save receipts. There's no reimbursement time limit. So if $4,000 grows for 30 years and you saved $6,500 in receipts, you can pull that $6,500 out tax-free later while the rest keeps compounding. Move 3. Know your financial independence number. At 50K, you ask, am I okay this month? At 100K, it's when can I be financially independent? The formula, annual spending 25. If Jennifer spends 60K yearly, her number is $1.5 million. Here's the key. Retirement timeline depends on savings rate, not income. Save 20%, 37 years. Save 30%, 28 years. Save 50%, just 17 years. Your homework, calculate yearly spending, multiply by 25, write it down. That's your finish line. The 150K, 200K plus level, tax efficiency and compounding. At this income, your biggest expense isn't rent, it's taxes. Your marginal rate sits between 24-35%, often above 30%. Every tax dollar saved compounds into significantly more wealth. Move 1. Master the Backdoor Roth IRA. Above $153K, you can't fully contribute to a Roth IRA. Above $168K, you're phased out completely. The solution? The Backdoor Roth. Step 1. Contribute to a traditional IRA. Don't invest it. Step 2. Immediately convert it to a Roth. Done. One complication. Existing traditional IRA funds might trigger the pro rata rule. Research this or consult a professional. Some companies offer a mega backdoor Roth. Google, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and others. You can contribute up to $67,000 annually instead of the standard $23,500. If available, use it. Move 2. Diversify your portfolio strategically. Under 50, keep 80-100% in equities, maybe 5-10% in alternatives like precious metals or crypto. After 50, shift to 60-70% equities to reduce volatility and preserve capital. Consider international ETFs for diversification. The younger you are, the more risk you can take. As you age, focus on protection. Move 3. Optimize your RSU strategy. Restricted stock units are taxed as ordinary income when they vest, whether you sell or not. If 100 shares vest at $200, that's $20,000 added to your W-2. Standard strategy, sell RSUs as they vest and diversify. If you hold them and price rises, you'll owe capital gains on top of income tax already paid. Many experts recommend diversifying if RSUs exceed 1/3 of total investments. Move 4. Maximize traditional 401k contributions. If you expect lower tax rates in retirement, max out traditional 401k contributions. The $23,500 contribution saves roughly $8,000, $91 of $500 in taxes now. Combining a pre-tax 401k with a backdoor Roth creates perfect tax diversification. Defer taxes now when rates are highest. Access tax-free Roth money later. Your next steps, these strategies work across all income levels. Whether you're at 50K building foundations, 100K optimizing systems, or 150K plus maximizing tax efficiency, start where you are and implement what applies. What's your financial independence number? Calculate it and start building toward it today.